Hey friends, Inquisitive Margot here, and we are back with Chapter 8 of Dysfunctional Systems Learning to Manage Chaos. We are done with Winter's part of the story, and now we're going to continue on with her roommate. What was her name? Winry, the Irish-Scottish chick. I'm uncultured, I barely know the difference. Almost barely. Load. We want to load. This one. Okay. Okay. I gotta get into my accents. Oh god, this is gonna be horrible. Okay. This is so bleeding awkward. Oh, what was that? This is so bleeding awkward. Oh, fuck me. Okay. I know that taking care of Winter's... fuck me! Hold on! I know that... I know that taking care of Winter is my responsibility, but, well, I can't. It's past 12 o'clock and I still haven't gotten brazen enough to wake her. I've managed to drop the I've managed to drop the ball of the simplest task. Make sure she eats breakfast. She just came back so depressed yesterday. I've no idea how to strike up a conversation with her now. I'm really just rolling the R's. That's all I'm doing. Oh, Waverly. Fuck. It wasn't Winry, it was Waverly. Okay. I want to cheer her up, obviously, but I just... Okay, first of all, I don't even know her that well. We've only been living together for a few weeks. I'm sure we've been friendly, but, you know, I wouldn't say we're friends yet. Still, as a roommate, I feel like I should at least try to make her feel better. Man, maybe that would just make me seem like an asshole? I don't know why I found that so funny. Like, oh, don't sweat the small stuff, Winter. It's just a word loss. There's plenty of those. I think you have a point. It's a fantastic situation we have here, in room whatever number it is. I'm totally not equipped to understand how she's feeling, and I'm not qualified to pester her. I'm not able to even get what happened to her. How does all of her words air just burn away? With a demon summoning and a crazy undone seal? Curses and abominations from distant spaces? Space? Heh, that'd be interesting. Oh, she's into fantasy. I like that. I like she's into fantasy. That bird's awful quiet. Someone at the door? Maybe this will force me into action. I walk over, prepared to answer. It's the Northerner. Pretty as usual and handsome all the same. Crossing his arms and putting on a serious face, he addressed me. Oh, did we not get to see faces? Alright, well, okay. I'm gonna alter something real quick. I feel like it's too quiet, and I'm going to try to make it louder. Hopefully not too loud. Unprofessional. Unprofessional. Fucking with the audio during a recording. Okay. So, Ayo. A northerner. What do you mean by northerner? Like, first thing came to my mind was Alaska, but maybe Canada? Can I do Canadian? There's not much to a Canadian accent. I'm sure there's an accent, but I'm just gonna go with the street kid thing. Alright. Waverly, yo! I mirror his... oh, I guess he's not I guess he's kind of serious. Waverly, yo. I'm here, his pose. Ayo, yo. Heard Buse on the mend. Came to give her a hug. That's great, but I'm not letting you in. He stutters in puffy disbelief. Do I have to read that in her voice? I don't think so. Okay. He stutters in puffy disbelief, as if what I just said was the most preposterous thing. Why not? I think you might want to hug. I think you might want that hug more than her. I'm off in the game. Ridiculous. He draws out a slow, fake punch. I must make it past you. Therefore, I challenge you to a duel, Waverly, and the reward will be a 10-second hug from you. What's her last name? Her name's Winter. Why are you calling her Beau? It's short for beautiful? I bring up my own arm in the same mock attack. Oh? That was not a Scottish and Irish oh. Oh? Getting it from her, giving it to her. Oh, I'd give it to her. But I need longer than 10 seconds. Extending a finger from my fist, I point at him. No. Stop right there. His lips tremble for a few seconds, but he prevents a smile. Winner hugs Beau. Agreed? Fine. Beau will lose this game. He rolls up his sleeve and offers me his hand. Thumb war? Let us dance to the dance of combat. Linking hands, we both raise our thumbs and stare intently at the battle zone. I can't do two people at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, declare thumb war. I was trying to do both of them at once. We pass our thumbs over one another as we speak the rhyme, and when we finish, we clash. We struggle for a few seconds before Io speaks. This is so dumb. I think it was a good way of getting the point across. A weird otherworldly kids game where two opposing forces battle to the death. A great metaphor for the philosophy of some systems. I think I'm losing the accent. If I ever had it. Sure. But something's wrong here. If I had this much fun fighting in a war, I'd be worried about myself. Ha! Well, I wouldn't say that the stakes are quite as high here. Do you think that that'll give us more rhymes for the other concepts? I suck. If you see a loaded gun, you better fucking run. No. If you see a loaded gun, you better fucking run. People hate. And what they call discriminate. He laughs and our thumb game continues. Playfully, neither of us tries very hard. What is this right now? I want to at least see what's happening. So, you heard about Winter? Yeah, me and the other idiots who accepted the title of Promising were called to an emergency meeting last night. It was like 2 in the morning. He looks up at me. Cyrus showed up. I also looked up. Really? So, what happened? You don't know? I look back at her thumbs. I only sort of know. Cyrus killed a country's leader, and that leader ordered something called a nuke to be launched at another country after his death. The thing could basically wipe out a city. Oh, I whistled! Oh, I don't really whistle very well. Ah, and nuke, you see, is short for nuclear weapon. He says quite haughtily. I did not say it like that. Oh my! The education you folks receive dazzles me. Please do try to keep your language simple so that I may understand.
I could feel him smile at this, but he replies jokingly, Sorry, I'll try.
So, how did this thing that could wipe out a city wipe out an entire planet's population?
Well, you see, there's actually only one special type strong enough to do that. I'll admit, I didn't know about it. The true fusion bomb. A bomb that makes stars when it blows up. I think? I don't know. I'm kind of talking out of my ass. Basically, star on planet equals bad. It killed everyone.
Huh. What did Cyrus have to say about all this?
Nothing. He just stood there while the other mediators explained the situation and told us we should be paragons of our peers. Like, we're supposed to be mature about it and not joke about it. Which is pretty damn presumptuous if you ask me. No one's gonna be a dick about it. Okay. I guess some kids aren't going to understand how serious this is, though. A world just committing suicide with a weapon they've never heard of and is almost comically insane. If you told me about it before the teachers did, I'd call bullshit.
Anyway, let's finish this. I'm getting tired of holding you.
Aw, really? I can't hold your hand anymore? Maneuvering my thumb with what I call some real impressive dexterity, I pinned him down for the count.
No.
After a few seconds, we disengage.
Ah, damn it!
He scowls and lightly massages his thumb. Well, it's your win. But I've won the warmth of your hand in the palm of my own. Oh, fairest Waverly, I will cherish it forever.
Shut up.
Has Beau been asleep this whole time? How long's she been out?
Had like a life for something like 14 hours.
He whistles long. Well, I suppose not all humans are as durable as me.
Yes, we are not all Northern strong.
He beams and points at me with both hands. Yes, you said it! Closing his eyes, he puffs out his chest and puts his hands on his hips. We're born and bred badasses. Made tough by tundra and snowdrift. You don't forget it.
Never, comrade. But, yeah, I can let you hug her.
Not with those powerful arms.
That was not the accent.
Ow. Standing at ease, he answers me smoothly. I'd be soft about it, ma'am. I'd make sure she'd get more out of it than me.
Hey, watch yourself.
He smiles. Touchy lass. Hey, it's fine if I can't. I love Beau dearly and I'd love to comfort her, but I understand if the little tyke needs some rest after all that went down.
Yeah, she probably does.
Cacole? What? Cacole, Waverly. Don't tell me you haven't checked on her. Turn my eyes away. Well, what does he expect? Am I just supposed to shake her and ask, how you feeling? Didn't you even make sure she didn't have a fever? Waverly. Oh, right. Not a bad idea, that. I will throw you out of there if you won't be responsible enough to take care of her.
You make it sound so easy. We barely know each other.
Then get to it, and it will be easy.
I kind of despise this guy for his overpositive attitude.
Oh, easier said than done means nothing to him.
Are you going to leave, or do I have to shut this thing in your face?
Ao quickly shakes his head and holds up his hands. Whoa, girl, this face is priceless. Don't damage it.
You say things like that, and I only want to do it more.
He plays flinching and backs away. I'm out. Just say hello to Beau for me and tell her that I hope she feels better soon.
Fine, Gertie.
He sucks. He sucks his teeth and cuts his eyes at me, pouting afterward. Later, Waverly.
Later.
As he walks off, I move to close the door. Before I'm able to, though, Ao calls for me again. Are you going to use that huggy one?
Of course not.
He laughs and turns down another hallway. I close the door and rest my back against it. Lastly, I sigh. Ao's right. I should at least check if she has a fever. Can't tell if she's in comfort or not, but she's very asleep judging by the dark stain on her pillowcase. Alright, it would be embarrassing for her to wake up with me standing here, so I'll just touch her forehead softly and quick. No fever, I think. I brush away some of her hair. She was sweating quite a bit, looks like, although she's almost a little cold. Well, I had better wake her up now. I lightly poke her cheek, which garners no response. You'll make this hard for me, eh? You cute little thing. Fine. I slightly pinch her cheek, and when she doesn't budge, I start to tug. Once I do that, she twitches, and I understand that it is a signal to retreat from her bedside. She's kinda cute. Waverly, I mean. Look at her face. Moving swiftly, I return to my desk and pick up my book so I could pretend I was reading. I mean, I was reading around 20 minutes ago, but... Oh, she's gotten up. What time is it? Well, look who decided to wake up. Late? You've been sleeping since 10 last night. Whoa, I actually... feel like I've been asleep. Her sentence transforms into a mumbled mess and begins to nod. Come on, Winter. Come on, Winter. You were doing so well. You still need to eat breakfast. Or, well, lunch at this point. My bad. My bad. Breakfast. She drops back down onto her bed, and I can feel her gaze at my back. That's a little creepy in the distance. Sorry, I slept past it, didn't I? Oh man, don't apologize to me. I could have easily woken you up. Well, yeah, it's lunch now, which means that I meant to say... Anyway, when do you want to go eat? Right now? I'll help. Oh, I'm honestly too feeling to actually get up, let alone stand up or walk or eat. I see. What's with this awkward tension going on? My Jesus. Very awkward. How are you, Waverly? Fine. You? Bleh, Waverly. Please pay attention. Well, your mind seems alright. Oh, trust me, it's not. I feel so slow. But you practically quit just now. Good stuff. I hear her turn over. Don't tell me they're just gonna go back to sleep. No. Then what are you doing getting comfy? Am I not allowed comfort to my own room? You're going to fall asleep? No, I won't. That response was measure slower. I don't think you're telling the truth. I won't, Waverly. Oh, maybe I should read you some lines out of this book. That'll keep your attention. I'm losing the accent terribly. Waverly, please. Don't. I turn to an old page. Erno pressed her silver-tipped finger against his skin and hissed a single question. Winter groans loudly and mumbles something I can't hear. Did you see Arsta walking along the parapet, or didn't you?
Martin's breath was still, and he turned his eyes from hers. Thoughts of his demon lover were still fresh in his mind. Asta's breath, Asta's taste, Asta's touch. Ah, her touch!
Her devilish smile right now.
Whether his heart had been courted or commanded, it mattered not. He felt for Asta enough that he could never betray her.
I hear Winter turn over again.
Spare me. He's about to sleep with Eleanor, though, despite all the crap about Asta. Don't you want to know how this plays out? No. No. Please stop. Kako, why are you reading that tripe? You read inward fantasy fiction. You belittle my taste? I like reading inward fantasy because it's fun, so... These books are fun too. But fun because they're terrible.
God, that smile. She likes to read erotica. She likes to read smut. She just likes to read smut.
You see, Winter, I roll like the wrong letters. I'm rolling my eyes for some reason. I enjoy these works because I can appreciate their silliness. I don't think they're actually good.
Like fanfiction. I've read some stupid fanfictions, oh my lord. And I found them amazing.
Then you think they're awful and revel in that?
Yep.
Authors from our world are very good at what they do naturally, so it's nice to read some trashy nonsense for a change.
Oh shit. I like doing that. Does that make me a little pompous?
You're making fun of other worlds.
Yeah? Who cares?
I don't know. That's right. I may be handling this with the sensitivity of a jackhammer. Not that, oh man, what am I supposed to say? Not that I mean to imply. Waverly, it's fine. I don't mean to sound like that bothers me. Sorry. Ha! 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 Yeah. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. Winter
Harrison's place?
Oh, come on, you're kidding. We'll pick this up in a little bit.
I rise from my seat.
Coming!
I walk over to the door, hoping that this will be over with quickly so I can return to clear the air. Opening it, I'm a bit taken aback to find a teacher and my first mentor. Henry Penn and Walter, not Water. Damn me, what is wrong with me? Walter L. Why are they together? Come to think of it, have they always worn clothes so alike? They're looking like perfect fashionable gentlemen. Gee, game, I wish I could see this!
God damn it, okay. Are you quite alright, Waverly?
Oh,
Yes, hello, sirs. Can I help you?
Waverly, how nice to see you again. I hope you've been well. I raise my shoulders a little because I'm not sure how to answer.
Oh, Walter, this student's your protege.
Walter nods happily.
Was her first, I believe, and I'm sure it was an honor. An honor? An honor?
I cover my mouth, having spoken what I was thinking. I am really in a mess today. She kid's a regular miniature me. Oh, I hope not.
I see. How rude of me. My apologies, Mistress Sire. I did not greet you.
He gives a halfway bow.
Greetings. How are you today?
Decent. I blink once and hurry an honorific. Sir.
Yeah. That is good to hear. How can I help you? My roommate is sick, and I was taking care of her, so...
Please cut me loose already.
Oh, of course. Might you give Mistress Harrison this letter and tell her to expect a meeting with me sometime later?
I take the envelope that he offers me, not bothering to look it over.
Winter Harrison, eh? That poor girl witnessed the end of a world. Correct. And what's worse, she witnessed Cyrus mediating. Walter. It sounds like he was 200% Cyrus yesterday. Out and out stupid.
Walter smiles toothily and looks me in the eye, which is weird, but Walter behavior.
It's hard not to laugh at his flippant, foolish actions. I only don't because, unlike him, I am solemn about these matters. Ah. But Cyrus, he has surely exceeded the limits of being an ass. He is, in fact, such a large ass that he puts the Centerlands to shame. And, what's this?
Walter and Henry look to my right. My right. And I peek past the door frame to see what's drawn their attention.
Speak of the devil and he doth appear, Mr. Cyrus Addington.
Walter speaks like he's presenting a circus act, complete and showy with hand motions and everything. Funny, because I was doing hand motions. He's right. There's Cyrus, looking a little paler than normal. Libernez. I see that you're still attached to Penn's hip.
That's a nice joke, Cyrus. You've always been good at jokes. Though I suppose that's no surprise, seeing as your pretty grand joke all in your own.
Out of the corner of my eye, I can see Walter sneering.
I haven't the opportunity to ask. Are you properly ashamed of yourself, or am I to take your overbearing silence recently to be your standard brooding and angst?
I'm not here to mince words with you, Walter. Mr. Penn, are you finished here? If so, then I ask you to leave while I speak with my protege. Henry, who hadn't bothered to say anything between these two, speaks up.
As a matter of fact, my business is done. I should let you know, though, Cyrus, that your protege is still infirm.
He nods politely at me, indicating to Cyrus my presence.
We were instead speaking to the young Messiah. Mr. Sire.
She will do.
In that case, Waverly, we must be departing now.
Henry puts his hand on my shoulder and bends to whisper in my ear.
You know where to find me if you need me, I hope. I understand if recent events have been difficult for you to comprehend.
I nod, giving my shoulder a rub as he lets me go and stands up straight.
All right, Walter, quit sticking your tongue out at him. You're being childish. Come on, we're leaving. Right. Goodbye, Waverly. Yes, goodbye, Waverly.
Henry and Walter walk towards Cyrus, and while the elder mediator continues past him, the younger stops at Cyrus's side. I strain my ears to listen.
I am fucking disappointed in you. I don't know what you were thinking, but you need to take this job seriously. You asked to be a mentor and was not acting like one. You're not working alone anymore.
After this, Cyrus answers, but I can't hear what he says. Walter grabs him by the shoulder and snarls, whispering something else. Cyrus refuses to look at him, and Walter scoffs, shoving Cyrus out of the way and catching up with Henry, leaving Cyrus to just stand there with his head down. Man, they're so weird. Adults are so weird. Yay! Oh my god, we get to see shit happening. I'm sorry, but like, don't see things. Ugh. Do I get to pick which kind of greeting I get to give Cyrus? Please? Oh, my time is almost up. After a few moments of nothing, he walks over the door, his gaze still fixed on the ground. Hello, Waverly.
Hey.
You awkward, creepy bastard. I'm not. He finally looks me in the eyes. I'm not entirely sure what to say.
You and me both.
I just know that I haven't properly apologized. Not that this is properly apologizing, having a student relay the message for me. It's immature, but I imagine I can't talk to Winter herself right now. I say nothing because there's nothing polite to say. I want you to tell Winter that I'm sorry. I want you to tell her that absolutely nothing that happened was her fault. I suppose that's all I want to say that can pass through you. The blame is wholly mine, and I want her to know that. She did nothing wrong. Damn it, I really wish I picked the other option. I'm seriously heavy regret. I can see that he wants to explain himself more, but it's hurting him to try. I'd better speak up.
Sir, I'll tell her. Can I ask you something, sir? I heard you killed the leader, and that something bad happened because of that. Wasn't that a dumb idea? Did you think that wouldn't happen?
Cyrus doesn't answer for long enough that I think he's going to answer, but he speaks before I can say never mind. Listen, this is something difficult for students such as yourself to understand, but I knew full well it would happen. What? This is my shock. What? Listen.
Why on earth should I?
It's something that you'll eventually must understand. The situation was a quagmire. Many of the options available to us could have been very likely made things turn out worse rather than better. You'll have to believe me that, in this case, the best course of action to promote order was to allow that something bad to happen. I'll have to hear what Winter says, but that sounds like nonsense. The larger issue was that I underestimated the consequences. To put it bluntly, I did not properly research. I was overconfident. Soul, that is, the system we had visited, was a very chaotic world, although inconsistently. Scientific discovery happened both quickly and suddenly there. Large leaps in technological prowess were spurred by random discovery. I've been recording for like half an hour and 2 minutes and 58 seconds. There's just no good part to stop on, damn it. Alright. This is just going to be an extra long chapter. It was a very unusual system, and I knew that, but I didn't give it proper consideration. I had expected some losses from my actions, but certainly not the loss of an entire world. In short, I misjudged and rushed things. You know how I rush things. Don't smile at me, you fiend. You can't just tell me you allowed a world to die and expect me to smile back. That is kind of weird, but... Yeah, I know you're calling on those rumors about yourself being grimly logical, murder-happy bastard, but it's not really funny knowing that's true and what it entails. Now, his smile's gone. Well, unless you have any more questions.
Whatever did Walter mean when he said that you asked to be a mentor?
What am I doing? Waverly, where do you get off talking like a pal of the superior and asking such personal questions? You weren't even supposed to hear that. He smiled, though. Heavens, are you a buffoon? Far more than he knew when he said it. My stomach's growling. I'm hungry. I should eat. I think I'm gonna have sushi. Stop thinking about food. However, I don't think that's a matter to discuss with you kids. Sorry. No, it's... That was Henry. Hold on. No, it's fine, it's fine. That's not.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Then thank you for listening to me, Waverly. Again, I'm sorry to put this responsibility onto you. I would really appreciate it if you could do this for me.
I will, don't worry.
He chuckles. You certainly opened up a lot more, Waverly. This is making it seem like I made a fine decision becoming a mentor. I get to watch you guys grow up. I may have forgotten what it means to grow up. By the way, you shouldn't eavesdrop. Considering it, I decide to smile.
Don't talk about private matters then in public then, sir. I said then twice, but you know, I'm kinda a little frustrated.
I'll try not to. Then I'll be leaving, Waverly. Peace to you.
Arian to you.
He nods to me and walks away. I shut the door. I'm not sure what my opinion is of Cyrus is now. Maybe it's worse? I shudder to think that it's any better. But, well, I guess he... this isn't something I can work out right now.
Yo, Winter.
What?
You're very popular today. We've had a total of 3 visitors come for you. Or was it technically 4? Whatever.
What can I say? I'm very charming.
Well, Mistress Charming, I have a letter for you.
I walk over to her bedside and hand over the thing. Before I do, though, I decide I should have a look what the envelope says. For whatever it's too much to bear, read this. Henry Penn. Huh.
Well, here you are.
I toss it down next to her pillow, where she reads it sideways. For Mr. Penn?
Yep, and also, I'm sorry about kind of talking dismissively about words. I told you that I didn't really mind. I'm still sorry. I don't really, I shouldn't have been talking that way anyway. You really don't need to apologize, Waverly. Cyrus is also sorry.
Winter fell silent.
Hey, come on, just listen to what he has to say.
I'm listening.
He's sorry and he wants you to know that it's not your fault, it's his. He doesn't want you to blame yourself. He knows he fucked up, Winter. Even if he's a jerk, you should forgive him. For yourself.
It's not that simple, Waverly. You didn't hear him yesterday. He almost certainly does not feel bad about what he did. He just may feel bad about letting me see it. I mean, even if I wasn't concerned with his motives, he still treated me awfully and made me watch him kill a person. Furthermore, even if he had succeeded, millions still would have died. Pardon my language, but screw Cyrus Addington. A dark feeling grows in my belly. I push it down. Nothing good comes from harboring bad will.
I can't pretend I know what it's like, Winter, but I know that just feeling shit about things isn't going to help you.
I swallow.
And I hate to say it, but you're probably going to see a lot more of people killing people in this line of work.
We also both know that we may end up killing a few or several ourselves, but nobody wants to acknowledge that. This is depressing talk. It's best if we move on.
Well, whatever then. Whatever. I think we've delayed you eating for long enough.
Yeah, seriously, I'm hungry.
Any longer and you could end up missing your debriefing.
Shoot, you're right, that's today. Completely forgot about that.
Yeah, so come on.
I reach down and she lifts herself up to receive me. She holds onto my arms with trembling lack of strength.
Alright, that's it.
I ease her out of bed as carefully as I can, and she's soon on her feet.
Able to stand alright?
Able to stand, not quite alright. Well, that's clear from how she's swaying a little.
Don't try to do this on your own then, Winter. You've got my shoulder right here.
Yes, thank you. She presses off her negligible weight onto me, and I stand firm. We walk to the door, prepared to leave. Prepared to go on, I should think. Is that it? Save profile. Okay, I guess that's a good excuse to make this chapter extra, like, fucking 40 minutes long, because that was the last chapter of Dysfunctional Systems, Episode 1, Learning to Manage Chaos. I haven't done much research into Episode 2, but I know it's on Kickstarter. I think what's happening is they exceeded their... They exceeded their goal, and I think it's just taking longer for them to develop the game than originally planned. But, a lot of talking. A lot of talking. Not much interaction. I really, really hope that they add a bit more interaction, like, I choose what to say, you know, something like that, or choose my actions, because throughout this whole game, I literally only had one choice. And after what Cyrus said, I'm honestly thinking that now, whether I had chosen to not kill the president, either way, something really bad would have happened. It would have just been a different consequence. Because either way, the president was set on firing that missile. Damn it. I feel really bad for Cyrus and I feel bad for Winter. Hopefully their story gets better in the next episode. Hopefully my goal in life now is to redeem Cyrus. I made a shitty decision and now I need to make him a better man. Alright, that's the final chapter to this story. I'll see you guys in the next story. Bye, friends.